What's going on, Miss Jax from C100 Avenue Drive, here with Lights.
Hello.
Thank you so much for bringing this horrible weather.
Oh, I know. I think I brought it from Moncton to Fredericton.
I was going to say, you're just in New Brunswick and you're saying it's quite a bit cold today.
It was colder, and I was anticipating some nice weather here because it was apparently nice.
It was beautiful. We're not in tropical paradise, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's okay. Everybody here is so nice and warm.
That's absolutely. So
okay.
You've been super busy. Tell me about the past month. You've been touring. You've been all over the place.
Yeah. The last month has been kind of nuts. The record came out. What is it today? Actually, the record is out almost a month in a couple days, and since then it's been kind of crazy. But it's good. It feels good to be back on the horse, so to speak, because I've just had so much time in between to really get this record right, and when it finally did, it just didn't go. So yeah, we did some release shows. I'm the 2014 Hard Rock Inktober Ambassador on the forefront of breast cancer awareness and research, which is such a cool cause. And so that's for the month of October. So that in itself has a lot of stuff going on. Plus the tour just started. We're about a week into the tour, and it's just awesome. That album hasn't even been out for a month, and there's people singing along, and requesting new songs.
And you and people sing along. You have an incredible fan base.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got so lucky. Honestly, they're so supportive, and there's people that are like, yeah, I've been to 12 shows. I'm like, that's great. You know, people who have come to every single show that I played in their town, and I just think it's amazing.
Now, you were just saying that you kind of wanted to craft your album right. Would you describe yourself as a perfectionist?
It's probably closer to that than not. I think there's a certain point where you have to really, and this is something I've really learned over the last 6 years of my career, is that you have to trust the people that are around you. Because as a perfectionist, you just want to keep making it better and keep working on it and keep doing those details. And I have this amazing team. Gian Gomeshi is my manager. Just incredible people around me. And with this record, I really kind of just said, okay, well, you guys think this is done, take it. And it really worked out because I would have just spent forever on it.
And I was going to ask Gian, how did you link up with him?
It's a funny story, actually. He's been my manager and confidant and good friend for 12 years, 13 years now. And randomly, when I was 15, I was living in this really small town in southern Ontario, and my mom worked at Walmart, so it was like friends and family of employees of Walmart could be in the flyer, just send in your picture and audition or whatever, and I got in. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be the Walmart
Superstar.
Yeah, big time. It's big time. And so I went there to the shoot, and the makeup artist, Paul Benoit, who's a really well-known makeup artist in Canada, the picture I'd sent in with me holding a guitar, and he said, do you actually sing? Do you actually play? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, sing for us. So I sang for the trailer. Probably like a Mariah Carey song or something. And he went and immediately called Gian. Like, these are the kind of moments that you hear about in movies. Like, it was just
everything falling into place.
Well, yeah, to a certain degree. I mean, it's just one of those weird connection moments that happen. And he left the trailer and called Gian, so he got to know this girl. So a few weeks later, Gian, who was working on solo music at the time, was coming through my town to play a folk festival, and I met up with him, went to his hotel room, played some music, and within a few months we had signed a management contract. I mean, from that point on, it wasn't like boom, thing or anything like that. It was
like your tail off.
Yeah. Nothing came out until probably 6 years after that. You know, so I mean, I've been with Gian for twice as long as my career.
I mean, you're saying like 12 years ago, 13 years ago. I mean, you were born in '87, so you were 27.
Yeah.
Yes. So like you've been a busy lady. And you won a Juno in 2009. Like you haven't stopped. So what kind of toll did that take on like your teenage years? You didn't really have normal teenage years. You were playing shows. What was it like?
Well, I didn't have a normal youth as it was. I mean, my parents moved all the time. I grew up a missionary kid actually, and I grew up in the Philippines. And actually, that's echoing on this tour because our Bringing World Vision Up, we're sponsoring kids every night. And it's amazing. We've already sponsored like 40 kids on this tour, so that's really cool. But we just moved so much. So I think I went to 6 different high schools. And,
so you were already kind of used to.
I was already moving a bunch, and we were just very unsettled, just trying to find the best place to be at the time. I don't know. We're just one of the families, I guess. My parents have now since settled in BC because it's super nice. But beautiful BC. But there's that, and then I always was doing the things because of that. I didn't have this set group of friends, so I was just doing creative things, and I was always spending time in the attic creating. And I bought a little 8-track when I was 13 and started producing. So it was always part of my makeup to just work on music. So I've been doing that for a really long time. And when I started the management deal with Fujion, I was going back and forth to Toronto a lot on writing and doing things like that. We were recording demos, starting to shop for labels. So I would have to get all these extracurricular projects in high school, and I just felt very disconnected from my school.
So you're not very ambitious at all. I'm taking from this. Yeah, you hate to be busy. Right?
It keeps me going. It really does. Being busy, for sure, it does. But yeah, it's funny. It was definitely not your typical. I didn't even go to my own prom. I didn't know anyone. I just like
so this year, I mean, like I was just saying, you've been incredibly busy this year. I mean, like, what are your plans for 2015? I can't even say 2015. It sounds ridiculous.
I know.
It's crazy.
How fast did this year happen?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Honestly, it blew my mind. Yeah, this year's been crazy. It's been so crazy. But 2015, more touring. We just keep getting more dates, and we have a Europe UK tour in January, February. Probably back in the States in March. Australia is going to happen, lots of festivals in the summer, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be super fun. Touring the world with my little baby girl.
Yeah, awesome. So. You're touring with family, hey? Yeah. And how is that? It's fantastic. Yeah, big fan of you, I take it?
Well, she actually falls asleep right as soon as I said, so I don't know if that means she's not a fan, but she was certainly raised, or built, I guess. She was built to this record. I built her to the record, so.
So you're keeping her close. I mean, that'll provide some amazing memories, right?
Yeah, amazing memories. It's good. It really de-stresses me. You know, it makes me have to level every few hours in that theater, and you just sit down, you read, and it's what you need. And that was
She's grounding.
She is very grounding, and I think that's my recommendation to everyone now. Is not exactly, but
have a kid, bring it on.
Yeah, you know. Find a moment every few hours to just enjoy the moment, and it will make the day last a little bit longer, and life is better.
And I mean, like, besides, you know, your beautiful kid, how do you de-stress? Like, is there music that you listen to? Do you do yoga? Like, what do you get up to?
It's a good question. Video gaming.
Yeah. But what do you play?
Yeah, well, right now, actually, I'm playing through like Resident Evil, which isn't actually that peaceful. But,
very calming. Yes.
Yeah. A lot of Final Fantasy games, a lot of fantasy games, like role-playing games. I love those. Skyrim, Fable, just all those games where you can be in this other world, and it's really cool. I'm a big fan of role-playing games.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. I know a ton of people in the city are so excited that you're here, and we're so happy that you're here. You're going to have a fantastic show tonight. And next time you come, bring us some sunshine, would you?
I will try. I'll bring a jar.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.